factions struggle for dominance. With the Earth on the brink of destruction, the last hope for mankind is a tiny Mars outpost. Who will be the last one standing after the great battle for Mars Outpost? Surviving Tharsis Montes. Available for download today. In the not-so-distant future, as world factions struggle for dominance, with the Earth on the brink of destruction, the last hope for mankind is a tiny Mars outpost. Who will be the last one standing after the great battle for Mars Outpost? Surviving Tharsis Montes. Available for download today.
All right. Hello. Good evening, everyone. This is your host, Tom Luong. This is supposed to be for the 9 p.m. Ministries of all religion. So this is the first time I'm doing this, so I have to kind of get used to the time schedule. I'm trying to find my banners. Let me see. I'm missing my name. Where is that banner that shows my information? Oh, so when I have the banner on, it takes my name out. But if I scroll it, it goes underneath. Okay, so today's choice of topic is Veterans Day. So give me a second to kind of adjust my videos here. I'm trying to see if waiting for Tom Luong, but how come it's not playing? I'm live, right? I mean, but why is the YouTube video not playing? Why is it doing that? It says waiting for Tom Luong. Why? What do you mean waiting for Tom Luong? That's weird. I'm live. That's weird. Something's wrong with the broadcast there. Let me see if my Facebook page is working. So where's the live video on my Facebook page? Okay, let's click that. Okay. So where's the live video on my... Okay, let's click that. Okay. So Facebook is live is good. I'm sorry. I'm just checking. The fun thing about streaming is I guess you're streaming, and this is my first one at 9 p.m. So Ministries of our religion. So I know I'll be doing a lot more. So just bear with me. Let me turn to Isaiah. See, I don't even know Isaiah is New Testament or Old Testament. I'm doing this because I'm learning at the same time. There you go. And the best thing to learn more about what you're doing is to teach it. Yes, you heard of that. Where is Isaiah 2? That's weird. Oh, it's Isaiah book 2, verses 1 to 5. Isaiah chapter 2. Isaiah chapter 2, verses 1 to 5. Not book 2. If it's book 2, the 2 will be 2 Isaiah. Okay, so today's topic is about Veterans Day. So verses 1 to 5, chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2. The Lord's universal reign of peace. The word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. Verse 3. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up swords against nations. Nation shall not lift up swords against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And here's the heading: the Lord's judgment on the proud. Verse 5: O house of Jacob, come ye, and let us walk in the light of the Lord. All right. So after reading that, yeah, that's a handful. So the verse is talking about building the house of the Lord up the mountains. But in verse 4, in the very end, it says, nation shall not lift up swords against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Um, that has truth to it from my point of view. As a former U.S. Army and a vet. After you went through a military experience in your life, you can see and experience what can happen in war. And a lot of times you don't learn it from a first-hand experience, but you learn it from other people. You learn it from watching movies. You learn from talking to people. You learn it from uh, seeing things after the fact. But uh, as a military person, you know what can happen, during war, because you were trained for it. And I'm not really sure why these verses are picked for Veterans Day. The verse 4 really says it all for veterans, because when you're a veteran, you don't want to fight anymore, because your time in the military force is over. So that's what I think. After reading these verses, and the Bible has a lot of names and places that that I can't even relate to. I mean, it's so old, with names of old people and old places where modern maps don't even have anymore. So it's kind of hard to relate to. But the verse 4 are saying, and he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. When you beat your sword into plowshares, it's kind of like destroying it. And when you beat your spear into pruning hooks, it's like spearing a rock, and your spear turns into a hook, so it's kind of like damaging it. So it's kind of like refusing to fight anymore. You don't want to fight anymore, so you destroy your weapons. And yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. And then the last part says, learn war and neither shall they learn war anymore. So they don't want to learn about war anymore. They're done with their military experience. They're former soldiers now. It's past their time now. So they're out. They're not fighting anymore. So then verse 5 says, "O house of Jacob, come ye, let us walk into the light of the Lord." So they're turning to Jesus Christ, after the fact, because when you're in war, you have to kill somebody, you kill people, and all your life you're taught not to hurt anybody. But in war, you if you're a soldier, that's your job. Your job is to kill and to recover grounds and take over cities and stuff, because you're a soldier. That's what you do. That's what you do in war as a soldier. I'm looking at my video, so that's why my eyes are looking down the camera. If you're wondering why I'm not looking straight at the camera. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm making sense of the verse 4 and verse 5. Verse 1 through to 3. It it's kind of weird for me. Let me backtrack here. So verse 3 is saying, many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up the mountain, go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of God of Jacob, and he shall teach us his ways, and we will walk in his path. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. So yeah, I mean, I guess verse 3 also makes some sense. They're saying let's go to the Lord's house and learn his ways, and the Lord would say, hey, you're not supposed to be killing anybody, so you know drop your spears and drop your swords and follow me. Yeah. Verse 2 is saying, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountain and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. Yeah, all nations shall flow unto it. I mean, it's kind of like saying, it's kind of like saying it's the center of the world's the house of the Lord for the world. And it's kind of like the Vatican for the Catholic Church. But when the Vatican is only for the Catholic Church, I don't think there is a single religious area for the whole world at this point. Each part of the world has some kind of center for the religious following. You know, in Mecca, there is uh, a monument for Islam. Um, Catholic Church has the Vatican, and in Israel, I think, has a monument for Judaism. Um, yeah, other religions have their own center for their religious following too, all around the world. So yeah, there you go. Today's topic is Veterans Day, and Isaiah 2 verses 1 to 5 talks about what a veteran goes through. Um, he fought his war and he decided to go and follow the Lord, and the Lord said, "Drop your spears and swords and follow me, and you will fight no more." Yeah. So if you're a veteran, thank you for your service, and I hope it was good. I hope you did. Hope you serve your country well. But it's unfortunate if you had to kill somebody. But I hope you're not. You know, hope you didn't like doing that. You know, it's never fun killing anybody, and most people don't want that on their resume, especially me, like many other people. We don't want certain things on our resume, and killing is on the top of the list. So if you go through the military and you serve your 4 or 8 years and you didn't have to kill anybody, that's good for you. You're fortunate. And I went through the military. um I learned a lot in the military, and that's why I'm able to um get with Julian Phillips, my writer, when I got out in 2008, 2007, and we started writing a book. Um, yeah, I wasn't really looking to get a book written. Oh, excuse me. But Julian was in need of financial support at the time. He became homeless. In 2008, he became homeless because he was living in a Tascadero in a mobile home park, and he fell behind on payments, and then the landlord took it back. So his son moved to San Francisco Art School, and I went to school there. And his life, his marriage fell apart. So I was in the middle of everything. I was supporting him. Um, so during that time, he was writing my book. Yeah. And the first book was Mars Outpost. The second book is Jupiter Plan. But in reality, the story goes is the first book is in Mars Outpost is into the future. So I came up with cobalt migration is makes the connection to the present day. So cobalt migration is the first in the series, and Mars is the second, and Jupiter is the third. Yeah, today's topic is Veterans Day, and Isaiah 2 verses 1 to 5, and the title of verse 2 is The Lord's Universal Reign of Peace. So we verse 4 says, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. I mean, people in the past kill each other all the time, because of a what do you call it? Of a dispute, because of a dispute, that's how war gets started. Um, and you're and for natural resources too. That's another reason. And the other reason is another reason would be just they want the land back, because that's land dispute. That's called land dispute. um just like Russia annexed Crimea from Ukraine, and now they got full war. The annex was what, in 2014 or something, and then it just slowly built up to full war last year, and that's very unfortunate. I like traveling to Ukraine because my fiance lives there. And now they have war. It totally sucks. I like traveling for vacation to Ukraine. It's my it's my spot. It's my vacation spot. So yeah, I mean verses 1 through 5, Isaiah 2 verses 1 to 5 talks about how we shouldn't fight anymore. And that's and today's topic is Veterans Day. Because when you're a veteran, you don't fight anymore. Your time is over. You know, you don't have one life to live on the planet, and then you're supposed to prepare yourself for Judgment Day, and then Judgment Day, it's gonna be decided that whether you're gonna go to heaven and live forever, or hell and burn forever. That's what it is. So a lot of people say, "Oh, there's no heaven or hell talked in the Bible." Well, probably the church made it up. But heaven is referred to by God with eternal life after death. When you have eternal life, you're somewhere. You're living somewhere eternally. And if you're talking about the Mormon church, you go to the magical kingdom. You live in you will go to the magical kingdom and live with God, and you're supposed to be as at the level of Jesus Christ, so you can go to another planet and do what you did with, like Jesus Christ did on this planet. That's if you're a Mormon. So that's very powerful. You know, a lot of Mormon people realize that, you know, they have to suffer. They will have to suffer like how Jesus Christ suffered to resurrect another planet with a race of humans on it, like Jesus Christ did on planet Earth. So, you know, if they're men, that's what they got to do. And the wife will have many celestial babies to populate the planet. Yeah. So that's the Mormon Church. I'll dig in more on the Quran. What's up with the Quran? So yeah, this is this session is about, you know, the Bible, and I'm just adding a little bit about the Mormon Church. I don't have the Book of Mormon with me right now. Actually, I do. It's in my bookcase. Yeah. So, anyways, it's late. It's past 10 o'clock, and I know everybody wants to go to bed now. I see a few people checking in on me once in a while on the video. Still, I don't have any comments, so I guess you know, they're not watching it through. But anyways, check out my websites if you're watching this on YouTube or the replays. I'm Tom Luong, the owner of Luong Film Studios. And check out my website, 10earths.com, and my personal website, tomluong.net. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m. Not sure I'm gonna do it 5 days a week or 7 days a week, because I'm reading the devotions at 5 a.m. and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that 5 days a week or 7 days a week. So I gotta make up my mind. Anyways, tomorrow's Friday, so I'll see you tomorrow at